Hello there, Chris Benzes here with another edition of Talking Music. Don't forget to like and subscribe and take a look at the previous episodes as well on the Talking Music playlist. There's Beatles, Live at the Hollywood Bowl, that was a recent edition. There's a couple of National Album Day episodes as well featuring Kirsty MacColl and Belinda Carlisle and lots more to come as well. So definitely hit the subscribe button. Right, on to a set that I'm still in the middle of listening to, but you know what? It's definitely time to look at the release of The Real Thing, the Anthology. It's a 7 CD release, 109 tracks in total, and it contains expanded versions of the original albums Real Thing, 4 from 8, Step Into Our World, and Saints or Sinners. So all 4 albums are there in full. Now, as well as the 4 albums, it's got 3 CDs that contain B-sides, 7-inch single edits, 12-inch extended versions, remixes, instrumentals and standalone singles that were never on any of the albums, with many of the tracks featured within the box having never been available before on CD or even digitally. So it's a brilliant, extensive collection that's been put together by Cherry Red Records. And it features not only songs that they recorded for EMI, The Real Thing as well, Pi Records as well, RCA, Jive Records, as well as a few tracks released on a couple of independent records throughout their discography as well, compiled together in one box set for the first time. And it's $33.99 the RRP. It is definitely a must for any fan of The Real Thing. It's also got inside the box set a 24-page booklet as well, with some photos that have been never published before and a brand new note by Ed Pillar as well. But what can you see? Well, first of all, I should say that the 2 original band members, Chris Amu and Dave Smith, are now celebrating over 45 years in the music industry, and they're still gigging as The Real Thing across the world. But anyway, this one, you've got an expanded version of the Real Thing albums. You've got Hallelujah Man, You To Me Are Everything, Topsy Turvy, He's Just a Money Maker, Young and Foolish, Flash, Can't Get By Without You, Why Oh Why Oh Why, Keep an Eye on Your Best Friend, and You'll Never Know What You're Missing. Obviously, you'll have heard perhaps of You To Me Are Everything and Can't Get By Without You, but it's a really strong album. I really enjoyed listening to Real Thing, and I think you will as well. It's also got 10 bonus tracks though on that first disc alone, including Watch Out Carolina, I Want You Back, Stone Cold Love Affair, A Love That's Real, Keep an Eye on Your Best Friend, but a kind of a different edit, You'll Never Know What You're Missing, the 7-inch single version, Love Is a Playground, then an extended version of Keep an Eye on Your Best Friend, and then an extended version, a decade remix of You To Me Are Everything, and a second decade remix of Can't Get By Without You. So it's nice to have those remixes kind of accompanying the first album. Then we go into 4 from 8, and 4 from 8 was released a year later in 1977. So we've got Love's Such a Wonderful Thing, Loving You Is Like a Dream, Kathy, Down to the Way You Feel, Plastic Man, Lightning Strikes Again, I Wish You Well, Liverpool 8 medley, and then it's got 2 bonus tracks, Dance With Me and Children of the Ghetto. Disc 3 is from 1978. Step Into Our World, you've got What You Say, What You Do as the opening track, Lady I Love You All the Time, Raining Through My Sunshine, Can You Feel the Force, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with, Give Me the Chance, We've Got to Take It to the Second Stage, Won't You Step Into My World, Whenever You Want My Love, and You've Got to Keep Holding On. It's also got Love Me Right as well. Bonus tracks, Let's Go Disco, Raining Through My Sunshine, an edit version of that, Never Be Alone, and then 4 singles and remixes of Can You Feel the Force to complement Step Into Our World as well. Disc 4 is an expanded version of Saints or Sinners, which was from 1980. So you've got Boogie Down, Get Funky Now, Saint or Sinner, The Story of My Life, Thank You for Loving Me, You Can't Force the Funk, Give Me Your Love, One Girl in My Life, and Boogie Down. Now then, it's got bonus tracks on there. So you've got a 7-inch single version of Saint or Sinner, you've got 2 7-inch versions of Boogie Down, then a 12-inch version of She's a Groovy Freak, It's the Real Thing, a 7-inch version of She's the Groovy Freak, Foot Tapping, an extended version, and an instrumental extended version of Foot Tapping. I told you it was extensive. I mean, even if you just want to listen to the original albums and you remember buying them on vinyl perhaps at the time, it's great value. But to see, to hear some of these tracks that you won't have heard of before, this is just a brilliant compilation, and it must have took so long to put together. Disc 5 as the EMI Calabra and Catuaba singles. So you've got Check It Out, you've got Daddy Dear, Girl I Don't Mind Losing, Humpty Dumpty, Listen Joe McGinty, Plastic Man, Some Gold, Vicious Circle, Parts 1 and 2. You've got 7-inch single versions of Foot Tapping, I Believe in You, Love Takes Tears, Going for the Big One, extended version of I Believe in You. You've got 12-inch versions of You're My Number One and Going for the Big One, and then you've got 7-inch and 12-inch versions of Street Corner Boogie. And it doesn't end there. There's still 2 discs to go. You've got disc 6, which has remixes and RCA singles from, you've got You To Me Are Everything, Can You Feel the Force. There's plenty of remixes from 1986, 1989 on there. Mark Moore and Ian B remixes, a Rhythm Masters dub mix of Can You Feel the Force as well. Then there's We Got Love and an extended version of We Got Love. A 12-inch version of Street Scene, a dub mix of We Got Love, 12-inch extended version of The Crime of Love. Then you've got an extended version of Baby Don't Go. You've got then The Crime of Love, an Un Poco Loco Latin instrumental mix, an instrumental version of Baby Don't Go, and then into the Jive singles to conclude. So you've got Straight to the Heart, Mystique, Hard Times, Children of the Ghetto, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, I Can't Help Myself, a cover of that. Straight to the Heart, extended version of that, and Hard Times, an extended version of Hard Times. Children of the Ghetto extended, I Can't Help Myself, an extended version of Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Then a dub a cappella mix of Straight to the Heart, the real mix of Hard Times, and then instrumental of Straight to the Heart and an extended remix of Straight to the Heart as well. I mean, when you look at their their chart success here in the UK, they started off, they were number 1 with You To Me Are Everything, perfect start, topped the charts, spent 3 weeks at number 1. In total, they spent 23 weeks in the top 10, 80 weeks in the top 40. Their second hit in the charts was Can't Get By Without You, which reached number 2, so they almost had 2 number 1s in succession. Then in 1977, You'll Never Know What You're Missing reached number 16, that was February 1977. July 1977, Love's Such a Wonderful Thing, great song, but only reached number 33 in the charts. March 1978, Whenever You Want My Love reached number 18. Then Let's Go Disco reached number 39. In June 1978, Raining Through My Sunshine just reached the top 40, reaching number 40 in August 1978. Can You Feel the Force did better for them, putting them back on track in February 1979, reaching number 5. Boogie Down Get Funky Now reached number 33 in July 1979. And then in November 1980, they only reached number 52 with She's a Groovy Freak. But then, bit of a renaissance in 1986 with You To Me Are Everything, the Decade Remix, which reached number 5 in March 1986. And then they did another Decade Remix of Can't Get By Without You a couple of months later following that success, and that reached number 6. So, as I say, a great period for the real thing. Can You Feel the Force, 1986 version, reached number 24, so it kind of dropped off again. Straight to the Heart in October 1986 reached number 71. Then you had Hard Times in 1987, only reached number 90. But they did have a collaboration with the Freeloaders in 2005 where they reached the top 10 again with a song called So Much Love to Give. So there you go. Definitely worth getting. It's available courtesy of Cherry Red Records. It's a brilliant box set. All 4 albums, as I say, put together, but all the singles that were released separately as well, all in one box set. And there's more remixes and that you could ever want. It really is an extensive piece for your shelves. So anyway, that's it for Talking Music for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back with more soon. As I say, I've still got to finish listening to it. That's how much there is in this box set. It is so extensive, but I'm off working in Heaton Park on Sunday in Manchester commentating. So my plan is on the way there and on the way back, I'm going to be catching up and trying to get through as much of this as I can. Right, that's it. Take care. Bye-bye for now.